and see which advice to give this girl, because this person I'm talking about, she's very close. She's someone that is close to me, and I don't want to, but I throw people out anyway. I hope I haven't caused any bruises yet. Yes, yes, you have not. You've not. I don't think you have. Nobody has complained about you, so it's okay. So, the issue at hand, as you read from the topic, the girl is devastated. What should she do? What should she do with the baby? She is devastated. So this story is about a 17 years old girl that was given out to a couple at the age of 12 years. She goes to school with the grandchildren of her guardian. She stays with the little boys at home and do their homework together. That is, this girl I'm talking about, she stays at home with the grandchildren of her guardian. So she stays with them and she makes sure that they all do their homework, their assignments, and she does hers too. So that is why. So she does this every day until her guardian comes back from her business, because her guardian has her business that she's running, and she doesn't want this girl to come to that place. She just wants them to stay at home. She just wants to have people around her. Her guardian doesn't want to live alone because her children are grown up and they are out of the house. So in the course of this girl staying at home with the children, with the grandchildren of her guardian, she got pregnant. She got pregnant. They told me this, and since then, I've been trying to give them advice and trying to talk to them. But, it's good to share it out with you guys, to hear what you have to say, to also hear your own opinion, because it's very important to get other people's opinion on this. So this girl got pregnant and she confessed that a married man with 4 children disvirgined her, and he has been having knowledge of her since 2017. So she had been sleeping with this married man since 2017. And the guy in her compound, in their house, also had knowledge of her. So there is one guy in her compound. The guy also had knowledge of her. So she can't really say who the father of her baby is. Her guardian don't want to live with her again. Her guardian said, okay, so, I took you to help you. I promised your parents that I'm going to train you, that you will go to school while staying in my house. I didn't plan to give you goods to hawk on the streets or something like that. I made sure I provided you with everything that you needed. You had enough in this house. Yours was just to stay at home and take care of yourself and also take care of those children. But here you got yourself pregnant, and now you have the baby and you don't even know the father of your baby. I cannot take care of you. I cannot. So just find your way. You have to go back to your parents. That was what the guardian told this girl. So, and the option at hand is this: give up the baby for adoption. That is the option at hand. Marry the single guy who is also interested in making you his wife. And the third one is, an uncle of hers wants her to marry an elderly man in Edo State. And the fifth one is that her parents in the village has threatened not to see her with the baby in case she decides to come back home to them. So her parents said, if you have decided to come back home to the village, we don't want to see you with any baby. You have to come without any baby. And the uncle in the village said, oh, I know one elderly man in the state, in Edo State. You can, I can hook you up with him and you marry this man. And this girl is still 17 years old. And the other options are marry the other guy that is in their compound, the guy that also had knowledge of her. The guy is still single, but he doesn't have a stable job. So he doesn't bring in home stable income. He doesn't have stable income. So that is it. Or give up the baby for adoption, which is very, very hard for her as well. So she's devastated, confused. crying bitterly, and she's helpless, and she doesn't know what to do. I don't know what she should do. I've told her, as in when I talked with them, because they called me and they were telling me this, that yes, the situation at hand is very difficult and they don't know what to do. So I don't know if any of you may have one advice or the other, what they should do, as in what she should do. I mean, what should she do? She asked me to tell I would take the young man that loves her. Okay, Rising Star said she will go with the young man that is also interested in marrying her. Yes, the guy is really interested in marrying her, but she is having this problem with the guy. She said, yes, that she doesn't want to go with him because, the guy will make her his sex slave, a sex slave, and that is not what she wants for her life, such a thing. So I don't really know what to give her, but thank you, Rising Star, for that opinion of yours, for your idea. It has been noted down, and yeah, she, I'm sure she will come across this too. She knows it, because she want me to bring it out. She want me to discuss it so that other people will learn. So what can make somebody, who had enough to be sleeping with anybody? I don't really understand. It's very, very difficult to really understand why such a thing should happen, and why she allowed herself to go through such situation, carrying a baby for 9 months. It's so difficult. I don't know what you're saying. Bunny, are you here? Uchechi, are you still here? Yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Ami Alexandra, are you here? What can you say? What should we tell her? Maybe her parents didn't teach her well. Okay. So Rising Star said maybe her parents didn't teach her well. Yes, it may be. Who knows? We don't really know about that, but maybe. I'm here just leaving this running. I'll be right. Okay. All right. All right. Bunny is not really here like that. So who are here? We want to know. We want to know. I wanted to write it down. So let me see if I can write the story down. I'm not sure. Wow, I had similar story earlier today. May God lead us all right. Amen. Okay. KG said she had similar story today. Yes, this story is what we keep hearing, because the world is just so large and many things are happening every day. Many things are happening every day. So, being in that situation as a young girl, because she's crying right now saying, oh, everyone has abandoned me. It's not that they really abandoned her, but just that they are all disappointed in what she did, right? If you are the one, you also be disappointed. But our African system, once you get yourself pregnant, yeah, you will be disowned somehow. You'll be meant to carry your cross by yourself. You will start hawking, or it's not really so nice for her, for her to feel that everyone has abandoned her. Yes, it has happened. That is what I was trying to reach out to the parents, saying it has happened, it has happened. So, you will not say, yes, you are going to turn your back on your child because she made that mistake. But I know our African system is just a taboo, because I'm sure the parents are just after their good image. They don't want such a thing to soil their name, which one can also understand. You understand? So we all can really understand that. That yes, they don't want their name soiled. They don't want people to start gossiping about their family. Please thumbs up as you step in. We have just 6 thumbs up. And we are more than 6. We have 9 wonderful content creators in the house. Thumbs up the stream as you step in. Thank you so much. So that is it. It's not really easy, but yes, what can she do? Who is for that she should give out the child for for adoption. And you know, when you give your child out for adoption, it's difficult, I tell you. But you know, we just pray that God will direct them. God will show them the way to follow, because we cannot judge. We cannot really say what she should do. You know, she has to pray. All we can say is just to give advice. Okay, be careful not to get pregnant again. And yes, it has happened. You just have to stand up to your mistake. You just have to do all that you can. You know, you just have to beg your guardian, beg her so that she can, you know, so that she can take care of you, because your guardian has. So we are back, right? We are back. Are we back? Okay, you may have. I like what network. Oh, it has started again. This network, I don't really understand. Network, leave us alone. Network, just be still and leave us to do what we have to do today. Yes. I hope you can see me now. It's stable now, right? So, Bonnie said, "Are you? We are back now. Come back, come back. Don't go away. Don't go away, everyone. We are back now. We are back now." So, Bonnie said, "You may." Okay, yeah, network is messing today. It's always messing. I don't understand this network. It's like messing up whenever I want to do live. But you know, it won't work out for it again today. You may have gotten pregnant by mistake, but I believe that you are not giving a child by mistake. So if you have that child, okay, if you have that child, had faith in you that you'll be able to give that child if you're feeling that. So if you have that child, God have a faith in you that you are able to bring up that child. That is what Bonnie is saying. Bonnie said, no child is by mistake. Your getting pregnant may be a mistake, but having a child is not by mistake. And it's not a mistake either. That is what Bonnie is saying. Yes. Yes. So that is it. You know, I think she needs our prayer. May God help her, because I heard she has been crying, you know, because, you know, I hate it when somebody, you know, she's just a fresh mom. Do you understand? And she missed out all the love that she would have gotten, assuming she had the baby in a royal way, in a more respectful way, in her husband's house. You know, she would have enjoyed all the benefits that comes with pregnancy and being a, you know, a mom, a mom to be, wife, you know, such a thing. But she has mixed all those things, and then she is meant to cry and her heart is broken because of her baby's future and that of hers. You know, she doesn't even know how her life will go. So, you know, how her life will take shape back. She doesn't know if she will come back to her normal self or not. And that gives everyone cause for worry. Maybe you weren't physically ready, but you are not giving a child by mistake. Many suffer to get pregnant, and what they don't realize that at times a baby isn't given to them if God feels that child. The official body said that will be brought to that specific household. Okay, that will be brought to that specific household, won't be raised correctly or not have the stability they have. Okay, exactly. Isn't given to them if God feels that child that will be brought to that specific household won't be raised correctly or not have the stability they have. Yes, but this girl I'm talking about, she's not also ready. You know, she's still trying to write her common entrance. There's what we call common entrance in Nigeria. And that is trying to get to secondary school. Do you understand? She is still in the primary school because, you know, she's a late speaker, a late learner. She's not so bright like other children of her age. So that was why, she's so backward in her class and in learning too. So she's still in primary school, and she's about to to write her final exam so that she can get to secondary school. And now this happened. So it's just heartbreaking, not just for her alone, but for her guardian and for anyone that hears of that. Because she's not lacking anything. You are eating, you have shelter, you know, your wares are being changed, you have everything. So what was that? That was promised by somebody outside there that made you do that, which is about to ruin your future. Do you understand? So he said, yes, sometimes the future changes and people mistreat children, but you shouldn't take for granted the miracle of having a baby. That is true. That is true. You are right. The Shabani said, I know of a family that had her child at the age my brother is and was still in school doing her exams and preparing for graduation as well. So I believe anything is possible in the faith of God. I believe too. Exactly. I believe too. In the system there in Nigeria, it's very, very difficult for most people to feed. And then you are bringing in another baby, into that family. Then it costs, you know, is somehow for the family, it breaks their heart because they are planning on how to feed the children they have, and then you brought in another responsibility. And I can really understand the guardian, because if you are looking for a child as a married couple, that one is understandable. It is well understandable, but not as a child who is still under his or her mother, or under a guardian, someone taking care of you because your parents could not take care of you. Her parents were not able to take care of her. And this guardian said, oh, don't worry, I will take care of your daughter. I will send her to school. And that was what she did. She made sure you have food and all. So, I can really understand the guardian. You know where I'm coming from. I really understand the guardian, because the girl doesn't have any reason for being pregnant. She doesn't have. She's not looking for a husband. She's not married yet, and she's not working to take care of herself. So I believe, if you have faith that you will be able to raise that child, then all will be made possible. Yes, that is what I will still tell her. That somebody said, if you have faith that you'll be able to take care of your child, then God will make everything possible for you. I believe God makes things possible. In his time, he makes things possible. But, if you have broken his rules, because what she did also was fornication. It's not that we are condemning her. We are not judging anybody here, but the Bible is also against fornication and adultery. So, she has also broken the law of the Lord that says, you should not commit adultery, you should not commit fornication. So what she needs now is God's forgiveness. She really needs to come closer to the Lord and confess her sins and ask the Lord to help her carry her cross. Because this cross, I tell you, she cannot carry it alone. She cannot carry this cross alone, and she needs people to help her. She needs people, and I'm ready to help her. I've told her, I told them, those that told me that, okay, don't worry, I'm ready to support the way I can, okay? But, you have to make things right with your guardian that took you, very important. And also make things right with your creator, because this cross is heavy. You can't carry it alone. We weren't given what we cannot handle. We may question how will I raise that child? If she seriously doubts that she can't raise that child, she could put the child up for adoption. Exactly. That was what I was talking about too. I'm saying that also, that she can put the child up for adoption, because I know there are beautiful, God-fearing couples out there who need a child to take care of, who don't have a child of their own. and they have been praying to God to bless them with a child. So I'm sure they'll be glad, they'll be happy to have that baby come in their family. They'll be happy to give him a bright future, to train him up the way the child is supposed to be trained. I am so sure of that. We have wonderful couples out there, in search of babies, waiting on God to bless them. So let's see. I have always said to a friend of mine, I would help look after that child. But you have to know sleeping with men without protection isn't good. Exactly. Yes, now you're coming. That is it. You know, without protection, what's assuming they have transferred this deadly disease to you? you know so it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. God has said you should not commit fornication. He is not stupid. It's for our own good. Every law that God has given to us is for our own good. It's not for his, because he's got everything. He said if you can praise him, that he will raise up stones to do that. So when he asks us not to do something, it's for our own good. And sometimes the devil come in to entice us. The devil will come in showing you different things, telling you this and that. Once you open that door, the devil will step in. And once he step in, he will snatch something more precious from you. And that is it. Now I don't know what she should think of. Should she think of her completing her education, or should she think of her baby or her welfare? That is so serious, very serious. So Bunny says she got pregnant at age of 17. She is 2 months older than me, and I was mad at first, but I have realized that being mad at her wasn't gonna help, and it cost for her to later on get rid of that child, which broke everyone's heart. But that is just how it is. When people don't feel like they have a child, they will take the life that is not theirs to take. That is true. Oh, Harvard Loan is in the house. When did you come in? I didn't see you. You are highly welcome, brother. God bless you. God bless you for coming around. I hope you are doing great. Thank you so much. But also, I think some really want to get married at 19, some at 22, and some at 28. We should not just talk about love in negative terms. We should talk about the beauty of marriage. Yes, I came just 4 minutes ago. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, well, we are not talking about love in a negative way, brother. I'm so sorry. The description of this story is missing. I was about typing it and it could not. We all need to have support even when the mistakes are made. Exactly. You are so correct, the official Bonnie. Yes, we are talking about a young girl who is still underage, and she is living with her guardian. This guardian is taking care of her because her parents were not able to take care of her. And this guardian, took her up from the village and, brought her to the township and is living with her there, training her in school and giving her everything that she needs. And then she got pregnant, and her guardian was is still now. So she was devastated and said, I cannot harbor you and your baby. You have to look for a way, as in you have to go back to your parents. And her parents are against her. Her parents said, no, we didn't bargain for that. If you are coming back to us, you should come back to us without any baby. Come back alone. How you left for the city. So you should come back. And this girl is devastated because she doesn't have anywhere to go to. Her guardian doesn't want her, and her parents, said no, they don't want her baby, but she can come back home. And the guy that she is thinking that he's responsible for the pregnancy said, okay, I want to marry you, marry me. But she said, no, I don't want to marry you because you will use me as a slave, and I don't want that. So that is it. And her uncle phoned her and said, come, I have seen an elderly man who is interested in marrying you and your baby. So she's also contemplating on that. So, you know, everything is just so much on her to just decide on which one is good for her. So that is the story so far, brother. You are welcome. And we need your honest opinion. So we say we all need to have support, even when the mistakes are made. Exactly. And okay, I understand the situation and should also be forgiven and be open to God and ask for support. Exactly. That is it. You know, we need to give support system when such a thing happen. Yeah, if it happened here in Europe, or maybe her parents are well to do, or her parents are this middle class parents, then it's easier. But if her parents are the ones struggling, they are struggling to feed her siblings, struggling to feed her, and then struggling to take care of a new baby. You know, the situation in Africa, or let's just say in Nigeria, is very difficult. It's very, very difficult. I know the situation there is very difficult. So he said, I wouldn't marry an older man because we don't know what that man would do to her. Exactly. Exactly. And that was what, you know, when I heard of that, I was really against it. I said, no, no, no. An elderly person that you don't even know, you don't know his drive, you don't know anything about him. No, no, no. You know, that shouldn't, that shouldn't be talked about, please. So Harvard Lund said, if only she could find a man to marry around 18 years, if only she could get social security. That is it. Social security and getting someone to take care of her needs because she's not working. And she cannot work because if she works, where is she going to keep her baby? That is one thing. The official Bunny Bluebird said, if you had parents that could feed their children, then it's easier to look after a baby. Exactly. But, you know, her parents threatened already. They said, if we see you with a baby, we will kill you and that baby. Do you understand? So that is it. And that is why she has been crying. She has been in tears all this while, saying, what has she gotten herself into? After the stories that have been going around about what is happening to young children. Exactly. Exactly. That is it. You know, people will always give their children out, whether you like it or not. You know, there is nothing you can preach to them to stop it, you know, that will make them stop giving out their children. They will always give out the children because most people will not take contraceptive. So most people will have as many children as they could have. And theirs would be, let me give my child out to my sister. Let me give my child out to my brother. Let me give that child out to that uncle there. Let me give that child to that auntie there. So you see, they will keep spreading their children. We pray that God protect these children because it's not their fault. God protect them. Bunny said she should see if there's a way to put the child up for adoption. Exactly. Exactly. That will be the next thing to think about. You know, thinking of putting up the child for adoption. Because that is what I think will help her. Putting up that child for adoption will do good to that child. That child will be raised up in a better environment, I think. That is my 1 cent. I don't know. So let's see. Same with my aunt. I'm glad I'm responsible, but their uncles weren't so responsible and they were in serious danger. They were in serious danger. Do you mind telling us more about the story? So that is it. Giving out your children is not the best thing to do, but if you don't have any means to take care of that child, it's better you give out that child. Give that child up for adoption. But if we weren't able to rescue the kids when we did, those kids wouldn't be here today. So I would also advise leave your children with people who don't have criminal records. That is very important, Bonnie. That is very, very important. Leave your children out with people who don't have criminal records. Yeah, you know, most people that left their countries to European countries and all that, they were given out in trust. The parents of those people trusted the lady that came for that child. Let's say, okay, a lady came now, comes to somebody and said, yes, I want your child. I'm going to give her a job in Europe, and I want to do this and I want to do that. You will see they will come with sweet mouth and they will take these girls out. Once they take these girls, they take them out for something, you know, for something that is not good. And we know the story. This story will not end because they keep doing the same thing. You know, they keep doing the same thing all the time. They keep taking these people out. They keep, harboring them and using them as slaves. And you know what I mean. So, people giving out their children will not cease in our time. It will continue to happen. That is why we need to spread and create awareness, tell the people, no, don't do that. If you can live with your child, live with your child. Give your child the best that you can give to your child, Just give him whatever you are eating. Give him, let him eat. If we weren't able, what happened was the next day the police broke down their door and arrested the adults, and the children would have been taken by social services. If you have to leave your children with someone, you have to ensure that the person is thoroughly checked and isn't someone who have criminal records or going to harm children. The police even asked, do you have anyone who will take the keys, or we will call social services now to take the keys? Okay. That is it, I'm also against parents or mothers leaving their children with people they don't really know. It's not because you are communicating with people very well. Oh, hello, hi, oh, love you, darling, and sweetie, and all that. And now you think, I'm sorry. Okay, and now you think those people are trustworthy. Those people are not trustworthy. Those people are not trustworthy because you can't really say because they are being nice to you that they are going to be nice to your children. People pretend a lot, and I hate pretenders. That is one thing. I just like it. Just be you. Keep it real. Be you. You don't have to change because that is the system or because that is what is in vogue. And these people, they will think, oh, I've got a good friend. I've got a good friend. This person is my friend. So let me leave my child with her, with him. And you leave that child. Before you know it, something else happened to your child. Before you know it, what you don't even know of happened to that child. And there's no how you can give account because you are not there. Because you have not been there. Because you have been busy. That is one thing. That was when the police asked. That was when my dad was phoned and asked to pick the kids and remove them from the situation. And it traumatized them. That I hope we are live again. We are live. We are live. We are live. Yes, we are live now. Sorry about that. Donare, you are highly welcome. Thanks for coming, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, sis. I hope you're doing great. Thanks for coming. I hope you are fine. She said, hi, everyone. Yes, you see, those children were exposed to that situation because their parents were not able to protect them from such. Their parents exposed them to such a mess. And that will stick with the children for the rest of their life. They will not forget that. Why giving your child out, or why, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, dear, for coming. So why doing all those things? Be careful. Be careful who you give your children out to. It's very, very important. And be careful the type of life you live in their presence. Because when you get yourself into trouble, they will feel the heat also. They will feel the heat and the shame that comes with that which you have done as an adult or as a parent. That is why it's very, very important we be careful. So, Bunny said they don't know. Okay, they are at such vulnerable ages by committing criminal acts. You are showing those kids what they are not to do, and when the parents are taking, they don't understand why. Their parents were involved. Well, the fathers was the mother. Okay, was the mother was working. Okay, the father and the mother were working, and had pretty much no idea other than what they say. Daughter, you remember the first week they were here? I didn't sleep. They cried every night. Yeah, I remember, my dear. You told me it's really so devastating, and we were like, Barney, you are really a strong girl, a strong young girl. That is what you are, a very strong young girl. And you know, those children, even if they forget any other thing, they will not forget the love that you have shown them right from the beginning. They will not forget it there, I tell you. This is from experience. I'm speaking. Children are affected by your actions. Okay, Donari. Okay, okay, the volume is low. Can you hear now? Can you hear me? Okay, I've hide. Okay, I've put the volume to the highest now so that you can now. This thing will start messing up. It's just going and coming. I don't understand. So now can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good. So let me read out what Bonnie has written. She said, the eldest child was sitting with me when we went to restaurant, and she said, I love you because you have been here for me when it mattered. Wow, my goodness. Such word melts the heart. Such words melt the heart. God bless her. And thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, thank you. On behalf of the children, as the children advocate that you are and that I stand for, we say thank you, Bonnie, for all that you do. God bless you. Yes. Yes. It made me melt because I do what I can. It's my personality to be caring and love on children. But the fact she picked up on what I've been trying to do for them was too much. Yes. Yes. You know, these children, they are not, you know, they are very wise. She was crying and I was holding her younger sister, and she wrapped her arms around me, and those were the words that came out of her mouth. Awesome. Awesome. Bless her. God bless her. It's really awesome to hear children, you know. This, I remember dropping my daughter off in her nursery, and she would say, Mommy, I love you, you know. Just hearing such word is so, it melts your heart, and it makes you have a good day, you know, because it will be ringing in your head that your baby said such. Donare, thank you so much. Thank you. We are back now. Yes, it goes and come back. I don't understand. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate you all. I do really appreciate you all. Yes, my people. Yes, that is it. You know, I don't know what to tell the girl, but as you have said, Bunny, that's, yeah, that she can give up the child for an adoption. For adoption, then I will tell her, give up the child for adoption if you know you cannot take care of her. Or you just married a young guy that is interested in marrying you. Once you are in his house, you just get to start working, you know. You work and do your own part so that life will keep going, because if not, there's nothing we can do for you than just to encourage you and to support you the way we can. That is it. We just you know, we just have to support her the way we can. You know, good Samaritans, those that God will touch their hearts to donate for her or something like that, to donate for her and her baby, the Lord will touch people's hearts, and I'm very, very sure. And they will have pity on her and donate for her and her baby. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. It is well. Yeah. Okay, Bunny said that child will be aware of you, because by putting up a child for adoption is the biggest sacrifice any mother can do. Yes. Yeah, one thing is that it is this: you will not have to, okay, as in the relationship between mother and child will be gone. So that child has to bond with another couple, with another family, and you will miss his first